welcome to TitanCast. Let's say week whatever, because we're kind of. I've checked out on YouTube what our weeks are. We go from week 1 to week 3 to week 4, and then I think to week 8.
They never got uploaded.
I mean,
yeah, you never.
We just recorded them.
It's a fun thing.
It's a fun thing, yeah.
It's a hobby.
Who's actually listening to these? Hi, Chris. He watches them.
No,
my uncle.
You look so proud. You're like, hi, Chris.
Yeah,
and we're like, Irvine? And you're like, no, my uncle. That's my uncle.
He's the only person out of New Tech that watches it.
Hi, Mom. My parents don't. My parents are just like, good job, Jordan. Just like my grades.
Don't
Straight
be
A's,
disappointed.
good job, Jordan.
My parents don't say. My parent doesn't say anything.
Kobe, that went dark. You're like, parent. You were gonna say parents, then you're like, parent.
That's so
Yeah.
sad.
It's a reality that many children nowadays face.
I have a birthday candle.
It's my birthday.
Bring that to my birthday.
I knew you would have mentioned it.
Have
Like,
we started
all day I've been-
recording?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa. It's your birthday today.
Yeah, it is my birthday today.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, today, as of recording, today is January 25th, and today is my birthday.
Here's a birthday candle.
Can I light the Mrs. Green's
We didn't
She's
start
very-
the fire.
How
This-
far into this are we?
We're a minute 49.
Oh God.
I'll just bleep it out.
Thank you.
I'll just bleep it out. I'll put a bleep in. Oh, this candle is so waxy.
I mean, it is
What do you
kind of.
expect?
Or I think we all wax and put it
What
out.
are we gonna talk about today, guys?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's the end of January, so how?
When
Kobe,
would the
please
le-
never do that again.
I know what we should talk about today. How is everybody's first? We're 4 days into second semester. Most of you,
I'm changing classes.
with the exception of a couple of these guys, are sophomores. Halfway to your junior year. A couple of you are halfway to your
I'm halfway out.
sophomore year. How's first week of second semester panning out for
F.
people?
Junior.
Yeah, just F.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been tell us about
I'm
it.
changing.
How do you have F's, Ethan?
No, I just.
No, I think he means like overall. He gives the first week of the semester an F as a grade.
Oh.
Right?
No, I do have an F.
Oh.
I actually do have an F.
Oh, Ethan, why?
I don't know.
Are you struggling?
No, I forgot to turn one in.
Are
Oh.
you struggling?
No.
Parent-teacher conferences.
But the whole year, yeah,
You've been struggling
no.
speaking. I'm sorry.
That's wacky.
Wait,
That's
what class
bad.
do you have an F in?
All of them.
Violet.
Of
Wait,
course.
did we introduce ourselves?
No, we never did. That's why.
Well,
we had started.
they know us. I don't know. It's been. I don't know
If
how.
you don't, it's Jordan's birthday. The king. Or no, I have ascended. I am beyond king.
He has a scepter in his hand.
I am Pharaoh.
He
My
has a
grades.
scepter.
My grades are pretty good. I got all A's except bio. I got an F for some
Bio?
reason.
I have a B in Violet. I have a 90% because
I have a 0. I didn't turn in something yet. Nice.
I did the reading guides that they had us do, and then I forgot to answer one of the questions. Miss Monahan's only response to it was, "Hey, you forgot to do chapter 2." And I'm like, "Oh no!" I go back and look, and I'm like, "I did. That's bad."
I dropped out. I just came here to do the club.
You're a freshman.
Wow.
You dropped out of high school your freshman year.
And?
You saw it, and you were like, "Nah, screw that.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Too tough.
Too tough. Too much of my time."
Going back to middle school.
I'm going back to middle school. That was when the fun happened. That's when we had Junior Achievement Day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I hated that day.
Oh.
Junior Achievement Day was kind of bad.
It was boring.
It's very boring. Except for
Kobe.
my group got Walt Disney.
How is your
I got bankrupt.
first week of semester 2 going, Kobe?
I actually liked it because I got strength training again, and I actually like working out, and I find that fun. So, you know what? I have it with Gus.
Uh-huh.
He's my partner. It's pretty fun.
Nice. Good.
He's pretty fun, or it's pretty fun.
He's pretty fun. The class is pretty fun. Everything's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trying to twist something up?
No?
How about Brecken? Brecken, how's week 1 of semester 2 going for you?
Well, I don't like my new schedule. I have bio at the last period, and I hate having a double, like a full block class at the end, because it makes the day seem like it goes so slow.
I bet.
Why am I so quiet? I need to get closer.
Speak up, young
You
man.
said that like you were from Boston. I need to get closer. Hey!
I'm changing my classes to take the second half of the CTE classes I didn't know that was there.
Wait, what?
What?
So I took a class that has 2 parts, but I didn't sign up for the second part.
Oh no.
Oh, my.
Oh, Brecken.
That's
So I have
terrible.
to fill out a sheet. I think I'm gonna get my mom to sign it.
So
Oh.
you're losing a class here at New Tech so that you can finish up
2.
the second part of
2 classes. I'm losing world history and creative writing.
Yeah. Oof.
You need world history to graduate, so good luck with that.
I know.
No, next year, right?
Next year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Next year,
Oh.
and the year after that, and the year
Like
after
I
that,
still
and the
have
year
to, I
after
still
that.
have to do the strength training. And I still have to do like gym.
Gym's fun with.
I'm
Kiso.
probably just gonna push it all the way into senior.
Kiso is actually one of my favorite
I know
teachers.
Kiso is my favorite teacher.
Aw, he's
Except for
nice.
Kringen. Kringen's
He's
like
nice.
my
No, you don't have
favorite.
to say that.
Nah, Kringen actually is
Aw.
my favorite. But like we're in the middle of registration season here at New Tech. Like so, I'm just curious as to what everybody plans on signing up for next year. Because I know how my schedule is gonna go. I want to know how everybody else's is gonna go.
I was gonna do a plug. Can I do a plug real quick?
What the plug?
Miss Kringen, me, is introducing a new class next year. So typically my elective, you all know I teach ComStud. Typically my electives are oral interp and theater. Next year I am going to be teaching theater and contemporary lit. So if you enjoy reading, if you enjoy discussing,
Is it like a book club?
it's a class.
A literature club.
It is a literature
No.
class in
It's
which we read books written post World War II to the present, and we look at books through the lens of social issues, differing perspectives, and different writing styles. So, if you like to read, if you like to write, take contemporary literature with me next year. It's guaranteed to be fun, right? Because I'm teaching it. Take theater. Oh, can I tell you about theater too? Theater has been one of the highlights of my first week of my semester. Am I loud enough, guys? Can you hear me?
Probably.
Is it okay?
I always just speak up a little bit.
Okay, I just have to share with you guys. I did a little activity with my theater students the other day where we chose guidelines for the class, like just some kind of not really rules, but rules that we want to live by in theater class, and we came up with some guidelines. We also came up with our safe word, hot pickles.
Ours is.
Wait, you need a
mint.
safe word in theater.
Well, if you're asked to do something that might make you uncomfortable in theater, like hug somebody, or if someone wants to sit on you for
Kiss
some
someone.
reason, or kiss someone, if you're uncomfortable with something that
as
you're
long
asked
as
to
it's
do
not
in
a
theater,
dude.
it's hot pickles. That's the safe word. We also have a daily nod to Shakespeare, which makes me super fun. That was somebody else's suggestion, not
Oh.
mine. It's brilliant. And we've got a quote guy, Ryan Law. He's always at the ready to capture brilliant quotes from the class. So theater is panning out to be awesome this year. And we're reading The Bluest Eye in Tomstead, which is super fun. That's going well so far. So
That book was sad.
it is sad. You're right. You're
Book
right.
was super sad. I know somebody who's like, I hate my brown eyes. I want blue eyes. And I'm like, you're not going to be the little girl from The Bluest Eye because that book is so sad. I was like, brown eyes are the best because they're the cutest. And I'm like, and you have the cutest
Aw.
They're
eyes.
also not a mutation.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
According to Mrs. Hittner,
Look at us learning stuff from bio.
Well, they all are mutations, so.
we're all mutations. So welcome to X-Men.
True. Same.
What?
I'm Cyclops. I'm sorry, that was a nerd move. You can kick me out of the club if you'd like.
Get out.
And
Get
there's
out.
no one yet.
Go.
Bye, President.
Bye.
Bye, Founder.
Who would be the new
Bye,
president?
Pharaoh.
Me.
Yeah, like if you were gone. Who would
Freshman
I
and
take
it.
ten presidents.
Brecken's like, my plan to take over the club has worked.
So you want to move this back?
We'll have Hazel run it.
Oh.
Okay.
But
Okay, who to talk? Like,
back to registration.
Yeah.
So what classes are you guys registering for next year? What do you plan on doing next year?
What classes do I have to do next year?
Next year, Amex. It's a
Okay.
full block.
I got a question. Is Matrix cool?
Yes.
Matrix is fun, yes.
Do it.
Seeing as I've already taken half of the class, yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's half boring because I've already taken half the class because I already know the stuff that they teach. But other than that, like the way they incorporate the math and stuff, it's really fun.
Like,
Like you do a lot with robots. You do a lot with programming. You do just like you do a bunch of different stuff that's just kind of unique and interesting to see how they fit the math content in it. And you also make like a little video game, and then we're gonna actually be doing like a big major video game, which I'm pretty sure Perkins and Jaeger are gonna sell on the black market to make money off the class. But Matrix Math is actually really fun, and it's a way for you to double up on your math credits, which essentially gives you it essentially skips a year of high school math for you. And the way that they do it makes sense. So I do have high praise for the class, seeing as I can see where they fit the Algebra 2 in and where they fit the geometry in, because I already know the geometry portion. It's really nice.
Huh.
And did you mention that I'm sure Mr. Jaeger and Mr. Perkins are hilarious?
I mean, they aren't, because
Really?
they have a cup full of memes that they draw from, and they go, boy, you crazy. Or there's one that just says action, which is dab. Which they'll just, one day we walked into class, and they just started pulling these out, and they were like, that's Gucci, fam. And we're like, please stop. Please, for the love of everything, still alive and breathing, stop. And then they're just like, and then Mr. Perkins draws the action one, and he goes, dab. And we're like, no, please. There's more. What other ones are there?
I don't know.
That's lit. And
Yeah.
we're just like, please stop.
Oh, and Perkins, he
Stop.
misspells a lot.
Perkins misspells. He purposely goes out of his way on the agendas to misspell everything and just make everyone so mad. It's like, why is the word in the middle of the sentence capitalized, or letter in the middle of the sentence capital? Why is this underlined? Why is this sideways?
You know what? It makes me so happy as an English teacher that you guys are asking those questions.
Wow.
That pleases me.
Wow.
I
The
feel like
land
I like
of
this
make
class.
believe.
I never question.
I only believe.
Speaking of that new class, Miss Kringen, you had us in Oral Interp do some like papers and plays, and someone suggested Jurassic Park was a suggestion for
Yes.
your class,
Correct.
and I think that is an amazing idea because a class member, I don't know if we can name classmates.
As long as it's nice.
Isaiah did a really good dinosaur impression.
He did. Yay. Hi, Isaiah.
Oh, man, right before we started the podcast, we heard a dinosaur outside the hall. It was like, "Rah!" And we're like, what
It
was
probably
that?
Isaiah.
Oh,
I
gosh.
ran into him on my way here. I
hope
bet it wasn't.
was.
Well, we know it wasn't a real dinosaur, right, guys?
I
I'm
mean,
not sure if it was a
maybe.
dinosaur noise.
I don't know. Have
It
you
sounded
seen
like
Drafted
someone
Talk
screeching.
or Drafted Where?
No, back to the classes. The way on SD My Life that I've planned my classes out, I will only have to take, I think, one class if I don't take pre-calc, which Perkins is literally like, you're taking pre-calc whether you like it or not. And I'm like, it's not a graduation requirement. But he's like, you need to take it. And I'm like, but why? I already know math. He's like, you just need to take it. But if I don't take pre-calc, the way that my schedule works out is I only have to take personal finance my senior year, and that's it. And that's only a semester class. So I could be a semester grad, which is like, ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah, I want to
Please
get.
never do that again.
I want to get all my classes done so I can at CTE I can do whatever I want.
Like, I don't know. CTE just seems like most of the credits that they're talking about at STI, they're like, oh, you do this, blah, 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 transfer somewhere else in state. I probably plan on going far out of state, like to the western or eastern coast. So, and they're like, oh yeah, the credits definitely won't transfer over then. So it's like, well, why do I start college here then?
Okay.
I want to go to the military.
Oh, guys, we gotta wrap up.
What time is it?
It's 3:15.
We've only been recording for 15, not even 15 minutes. Do you want to go till 20? Why can't we go till 20?
Because isn't 3:15 the agreed upon, like when we would wrap up
It was
time?
3:30.
I thought it was
Yeah.
3:30.
Yeah, I thought it was 3:30.
Everybody in the club except for you thinks it's 3:30,
Yes.
Mrs.
Maybe
Crane.
that's an agreement we
Maybe that's an
didn't
agreement you
discuss.
made in your head.
Yeah.
We need to start wrapping it up.
It was always 3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I told you guys that this takes up too much time.
Let's do like 5 more minutes.
We need to wrap up by 3:20. Okay. We need to wrap up by 3:20.
Okay. But yeah, today's my birthday. I'm 16. I get everything I want today, even though I don't.
A brand new Mercedes Benz.
There was a story where a valet gave a guy's $300,000 Ferrari keys to the wrong guy, and the guy stole the Ferrari.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
They had a picture of the valet. The valet looked like Fabio had just lost a flexing competition. He looked so lost. He's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I got a story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what happened to your story?
Wait, story time, Kobe.
Story
Go.
time. Okay, so when I was about 4 years old, right? I was watching some Wonder Pets, and I was like, hey, the animal's stuck in the mud, and they're not doing it right. So I was like, hey, in my little mind, I thought, what if I get a headset with a mic and plug it into the TV? And I thought, oh, that might transfer. Maybe they could hear me.
How
So
old
I was
are you?
trying. I was 4 years old.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, let's see if this works. I do it, and I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes talking, and nothing's getting through, and I'm getting frustrated. Then my mom walks in, and she's just laughing at me. And I don't know why she's laughing at me. I'm trying to help an animal in trouble
Oh my gosh.
that's stuck in the mud. So that's when I found out that every cartoon is not real.
Oh my gosh.
Because I thought, oh, they're probably real somewhere in the world. And I thought everything was live.
Everything was alive?
Live.
What live? It was live TV.
Oh my gosh. Live TV, go, Wonder Pets.
Yeah, like
What?
if I'm watching some SpongeBob, I'm like, yo, that's happening right now.
You watched the movie Madagascar 6 times. Why did they keep living the same day over and over again?
Yeah, look out. He's chasing you.
Come on, we got over this yesterday. This was Tuesday. Oh my gosh, that's just
It
a
reminds
sad
me-
existence.
It reminds me of a video you see of like just adult watching like, I don't know, like just little kid show and they're yelling at the TV.
And the best thing to watch on YouTube is people fighting, because some people, like, you'll hear them, they'll talk so much crap, be like, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna fight you, and it's like, okay, bet. Then they go and do it.
One
Dude,
punch.
this one dude freaking was talking so much crap. I'm gonna fight you. This dude was so buff, trying to fight like a medium-sized average dude. This average-sized dude, this buff guy's like, all right, let's fight. He gets into a stance. The average-sized dude roundhouse kicks him in the face. Dude's knocked out on the ground, and he just goes. He asked for it. Everybody around him was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Man.
I need some milk.
But there is one thing that I would like to talk about before we
You
go.
got about 1 minute.
2 minutes.
The thing that, okay, so you know how the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Minnesota Vikings, right?
Yeah.
To advance to the Super Bowl. Well, that's all fine and dandy because it's like, okay, the Vikings lost, that's fine. Do you know what?
It's not fine.
No.
Yeah.
The city of Philadelphia greased their light poles to stop their fans from climbing on them the day before, in case the Eagles won. But there's a 100-year-old Vikings fan who wanted to see the Vikings go to the Super Bowl, but when the Eagles won, some Eagles fans held up banners that said offensive things to that 99-year-old fan that were actually super rude. And Eagles fans, an 80-year-old man got jumped. An 80-year-old Vikings fan who attended the Philadelphia game got jumped by Philly fans in a bathroom and literally got the living crap beat out of him. Phillies fans were mocking Vikings fans as they were leaving the stadium, just doing everything. And it's like, I, for the first time in my life, am rooting for a Patriots Super Bowl, no matter how much I hate them. That's not good sportsmanship to any degree or any level, especially that's just not good.
Was it the team or the fans?
It was the fans, and the
I get-
thing is that the team hasn't stepped in and said anything.
Sports ball.
I get like, yeah, you're very like, it's your team or your home, but that's too far.
That's taking it too far. That's being arrogant and overly prideful. But leaving on that super sad note, we will hopefully be back at our regularly scheduled time after our breaks and after everything. But TitanCast signing off.
Bye, people.
Goodbye.